Hey, what's up? Uh, Real quick, uh, I'm not, I don't have the motor running or nothing. You can tell it's at night. But what I decided to do, I'm just going to go ahead and finish everything myself because, as you see, they did put the motor in. Sorry about the smoke. But he did put the motor in, and the axle and everything I was looking at, and I can actually do it myself. And tomorrow, which today's Saturday, Sunday tomorrow, I'm going to attempt to take everything off myself, the front end, the entire front end, take it out and take off the steering wheel. I'm going to mark it first, that way I know exactly where it went on the thing, so that way it's straight. And I can always adjust it. But I'm going to take the gas tank off, and I have a sander I bought at the pawn shop, and I'm going to sand it and then just paint the yellow on top of it. It'll look better, but I'm just going to use a trash bag to cover up the engine, so that way it doesn't get any paint chips inside the engine or nothing. And then I'm going to work on getting the engine running tomorrow. Well, I'm going to put everything together, and then when I get the ignition coil, I'm going to put it on, and then but everything's going to be set up and ready. And hopefully I'll be able to, I was thinking about put for now, right now, temporarily, until I can get the money for the bolts. The cooling part that I said about putting on the frame and putting 3 4-inch bolts on it, I'm going to just put ties on it right now to hold it up, so that way I know exactly where it goes and stuff. And I'm not going to do anything with the kill switch yet until I get it painted, and then I'll put it up on it. And that way I'm going to take everything out, so that way I can be able to sand it and paint it the color, and nothing's in the way it gets messed up or anything like that. But I also I found out that I have to get bushings for it too, but I could probably make one for the steering part where the joint is. Well, it's like a twist joint or something, kind of like how you have on a socket set. It's got the swivel thing, to turn the steering wheel, because it's kind of like at an angle, which is pretty cool. Kind of hard to turn a little bit, but it still works. But I'm going to put it in the axle myself starting tomorrow. I'm going to see about putting it in, but I won't be able to put I can put one axle on, but until I get the tire off the other side, then I might try to use my vice grips or something. But I'd rather use a tool, because that's why I bought it. The tool I'm waiting to get ordered. But I need to take the tires off, because when I get paid, I'm going to use some money to, if I have it, get the tires done, so that way I can put them on when I get the brakes and everything. I'm going to take the brakes off, and all that's going to be removed. And I have a bin that I'm going to use, but it's messed up on, broken on one side. So what I'm going to do is put holes in it and put the ties up, so that way it closes it, and I can be able to use it to put the extra parts and stuff in that I take off, and they can have the tote with it, whoever buys it. But I'm planning on doing the rest of it myself. I'm just going to call the guy and tell him, just come get the shed, he's done, and I'm going to make sure everything's tightened down. And I pretty much got it figured out what goes where. So now I was looking at it and looking at videos and stuff, because this one right here, I just want to get it done, and I ain't got time to wait on somebody. I asked them to come here and do it, and I just don't have time to play around with it. I want to get it done, and hopefully I'll have it done within 2 weeks. Once I get the tires and everything, and all the parts here, which should be by the end of next week, I'll be able to start putting everything on, and I'll have it painted before I get the parts, hopefully. But that's what I have so far. It's just like an update. So the next video, it won't be running, but I'll show what I've done, stuff like that, about the axle and everything that I put it in, stuff like that. And once I get the ignition coil, I'll be able to run it. And I want to have everything on it, so that way when I do get the ignition coil, I'll be able to drive it, run it and drive it, and show y'all, do a test drive. So that's what the plan is. But I'm going to take the lights off, fix the front where it was bent. I'm going to have to take it off tomorrow. And it's coming off too because I got to paint the orange. I'm going to paint it yellow. If I can, I'll get a can of primer and just prime it real quick. You know, just prime over the top of it when I sand it, and then put the yellow on it. And that should be good enough. I might have to use 2 or 3 cans of spray for the yellow. So we'll see what happens. But everything else I said, just basically what I'm planning on doing. But like I said, for time being, on the cooling thing, I'm gonna just put ties up for now. You know, just temporary. Because I found out that I have wood drill bits and they're not metal. So I have to get metal drill bits in order to drill through the thing. But next video, I'll show you what I did with the cart. Later.